Hi, this is Don Chaffer of Waterdeep, and I co-wrote the song "Broken for Love's Sake" on the Jenny Riddle album "People and Songs." And the day that we wrote that song, I remember that the normal routine when you're writing with somebody new, which that was, if I remember right, that was our first co-write together. The normal routine is you get to know each other a little bit, and then you start writing a song, which is, when you think about it, a pretty bizarre social reality. But we had a particularly long hanging out and talking time, talking about just various realities in our lives, relationships that we'd been involved in, and by relationship I mean friendships and family members and all that kind of thing. And in particular, the feelings associated with really loving people and recognizing that sometimes what you want for a person isn't what they're going to choose, and how does love respond in those moments? And the idea that maybe what we want most of all to be able to do from a spiritual perspective is just offer our love in a generous way without being expecting anything in return. And so that was the sort of the spirit in which we wrote the song that day. And since then we've had a number of conversations about those sorts of relationships and how it is to continue to love in the face of difficulty. And I really believe that, in the broader scope of spirituality, that's probably one of the key things. Jesus says, love your enemies, not just your friends. And I think for most people, enemies aren't a reality with which we're aware of dealing. But loving people who hurt you, that's a different ballgame. And that was sort of the genesis and the impetus of this song. And so I hope you enjoy it, and I'm real excited to be a part of the project. Have a good day.